first rule is, there are no rules.
So Dragon Ball Evolution took this principle to heart and just ran with it. But before I begin, this video has been sponsored by the guys over there at KOG Games and KurtzPel. So KurtzPel is a third-person anime-inspired action battle game that I've actually talked about before on the channel, and I'm actually an active player in. And I'm really excited to say that it has just come out with its latest DLC pack called Sacred Guardians. I've been highly anticipating this update for a while now, and it includes FOV sliders, centric balance updates, 3 brand new PvE missions, and a lot more juicy content to keep you satisfied. But not to mention that this update actually includes a brand new character to the roster, and her name is Lime. Now this Bae is a damage-dealing, tank-style paladin warrior that will leave you slicing through your enemies like a hot knife through butter. So make sure to use the link in the description below to jump on into this immersive PvP anime-styled world. And I want to thank KurtzPel for sponsoring this video.
Prepare yourself, dancing.
Now if you're brand new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, that way you never miss an episode. And these are today's end of video squad winners. Now, as I explained yesterday, I picked these 3 at random from yesterday's video. These are the ones that made it to the end of yesterday's video and put a comment in the comment section. So when you make it to the end of this video, drop a hashtag end of video squad in the comment section, and for my next video you may have a chance to be showcased at the start of it. Now, I don't hate Dragon Ball Super, and I don't think that it deserves as many sins as CinemaSins has given it. It really only has one sin, and quality isn't one of them. Because I take this movie not as a literal representation of what anime looks like as live action. I take this as a spoof of what anime should probably never look like, or should look like in a comedic sense, similar to Kung Pao and Kung Fu Hustle. This movie fits perfectly in between them. So quality is not its sin. The sin that this movie is the most infamous for is that it ruined the idea of live action Dragon Ball for an entire generation of Dragon Ball fans. That is the #1 sin that this movie is guilty of, because when they made this movie, they wanted to make something that was supposed to be taken seriously, and unfortunately, you just can't. Now the plot of this movie is extremely simple, and by simple I mean not really. It is really all over the place, making up its own headcanon as the movie goes on. So basically Piccolo was terrorizing the planet 2,000 years ago with the Uzaru, and once Piccolo was Mafubad, well, the Uzaru ended up disappearing as well, and we've had thousands of years of stability, but people have basically forgotten about the Nimics.
Well, my grandfather would say, beware of the Nimics.
Nimics.
And you know what's so crazy about this Mafuba? That is that this is an actual move in the Dragon Ball Evolution game on PSP. If you actually look at the gameplay for this game, it looks fire. It looks pretty good, especially for PSP, especially for that time period. And it looks like it's a lot of fun to play, but that's one of the moves that Master Roshi, or Muten Roshi as he's called in the movie, uses. And to be honest, I kind of want to jump in and play this game on my own because it does look pretty fun. But the movie doesn't have any of that enjoyment to watch it besides some of the comedic scenes that you see. There is a lot of knee-slapping moments in this movie, like, you know, Bulma accidentally getting hit with a air blast. Airbending is what it's called. Goku hitting his head on a watermelon. Goku sliding across a car on his head. This dude pouring his own cup of water to intimidate Goku on Goku's feet at a party, where I guess everyone's just drinking water. There are a lot of comedic moments in this movie. So Goku is being trained in the art of airbending from Grandpa Gohan. That's right, we are in a completely different movie that had a live action adaptation and it was also terrible. But this one is a lot worse, I think, because it takes itself far more seriously than Dragon Ball Evolution ever did. So Goku can't really do any of the stuff that Gohan is teaching him at the very beginning of the movie, except for when it comes to impressing Chi-Chi, really showing that the power of boners defeats all. And I just gotta say, Chi-Chi in this movie, she's definitely a bae. It's a beautiful girl. And actually, everybody here in this movie looks like they're having a lot of fun. Not in the scenes that we're watching, no. In the bloopers.
This is what you get when you put a Yamcha in the dryer for 2 hours. It shrinks. This is all fake sweat. This is all oil. Just to try to make you look sexy. She's actually embarrassed by a stage kiss.
Why'd you slip me the tongue?
Truth?
And it's sort of heartbreaking seeing these bloopers because you see them having so much fun and enjoying working with each other and having so much charisma and excitement for the project. It's so weird that they would even think that this is going to be a good movie while they were making it. And it feels kind of sad to think that, yeah, this movie is a huge black stain on everyone's career working on it. So all these smiles and laughs that they're having, well, they're all extremely premature, but at least they had fun making this movie. At least that's a bright spot. So going back to the movie, because I'm completely off what I was talking about, Piccolo ended up resurrecting somehow. He woke up, and then he's looking for the Dragon Balls, goes to Gohan's house, and Goku, for some reason, took the Dragon Ball to Chi-Chi's party, so, you know, Gohan gets murked, and he is alive long enough to, you know, drop some wisdom on Goku. Then Goku gets attacked by Bulma. The funniest part of this scene is, you know, this.
My father found that Prometheum orb.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a Dragon Ball.
The show is called Dragon Ball. The movie is called Dragon Ball. Why would you have Bulma call it anything else? It should be universally Dragon Ball, especially if this is part of the lore that we hear 3 different times in this movie. We hear it with Muten Roshi when he's telling us by the campfire. Then we hear it from these monks and Seafood Norris, which is a brand new character they created for this movie. Look him up on Wiki. Yeah, we get all this exposition for Dragon Ball, and yet you're calling it Promethean orbs. It doesn't make any sense. Long story short, Goku and Bulma go on an adventure to take down Piccolo, find the Dragon Balls, they find Master Roshi, and more stuff happens throughout the middle of the movie. And at this point, there really isn't much keeping me engaged in this story right now, because everything seems extremely dry, especially when Yamcha jumps into the mix. It just doesn't make any sense what's going on, and we even get this really weird scene that makes Piccolo seem like the Green Goblin for some reason, but it's part of the plot. But we do get this little treasure right here, and that is the Goku boner scene. If there's one silver lining, it's that this Goku seems to be far more into Chi-Chi than, you know, our boy Goku.
That's right, mister! There's nothing more important than Gohan studies right now! If Gohan takes 3 years off, he'll fall behind!
Oh, relax.
Oh no, Piccolo has the Dragon Balls. Oh no, Piccolo has broken through the Mafuba. Oh no, Goku was the Uzaru the whole time. Really? So Goku is the Uzaru for reasons, and there is an extremely complicated reason as to how, you know, Gohan found him and what his purpose is and how he survived for so long. And I'm not even gonna bore you with that stuff because it makes no sense. And you know what? This movie makes no sense. So you're just kind of just watching that movie for entertainment value only. You're not watching it for the story, and you're watching this review for entertainment value only because you're not watching it for the story. I have nothing to tell you extra about this movie. I mean, everyone's been reviewing this movie since the dawn of 2009, and so, you know, this is basically not new stuff you're getting, but you're getting it from me. That's the only difference, and that is the only difference that matters. So Goku kills Master Roshi, and then he controls the Uzaru. He ends up killing Piccolo in a scene straight out of Dragon Ball, which I was okay with. So that Piccolo dies, and now Goku does a little ritual, summons this dragon that's definitely not Shenron. This looks like the beast from the Never-Ending Story. He summons the dragon, and he completely forgets about his grandpa that, you know, took care of him and raised him and was bringing him a birthday cake when he decided to skip out on his grandpa, let him die by Piccolo's hands just to chase some pussy. Yeah, he forgot about Grandpa Gohan, and he decides to revive Master Roshi. And this is where the movie really tries for a sequel. It tries to get us to want a sequel. Bulma says that they need to get all the Dragon Balls again, and then we have an end credit scene that shows Piccolo alive, I guess. I don't know. I guess they really tried for another movie, and this mess of a Dragon Ball movie is finally over. And in the end, this movie has a very, very mixed legacy because it is, without a doubt, what people reference to when they say that anime movies cannot do live action. This one and Avatar: Last Airbender. Well, I'm telling you right now, anime movies can do live action if done right and faithfully. Just watch A Light of Hope. I'm gonna leave a link to it in the description below. That way you can go ahead and check it out. Make sure to click that link because that movie will completely wash over anything that you've seen right now. Basically like pouring bleach into your eyes after seeing this movie. So go ahead and check that out. So if you made it to this point in the video, you've made it to the upper echelons of the Black Squad, and that is the end of video squad. That means you watched the entirety of the video, and that helps algorithmic wise, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. Today I'm going to reply to Alfred F. Jones. He states, I miss that one fan comic where Vegeta's son fights Kuriza. I like that one a lot. Yes, that was Universe F, and unfortunately it's not continuing anymore, and that seems to be the case for a lot of Dragon Ball fan mangas. So when you find a good one, make sure you support that one and support the people that create them because they may not be here anymore if you don't. Anyway guys, that's all I have for you today. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content.